animators, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to play with this fun stencil that I received from Hero Arts. So this is the front door stencil, and it is a layering stencil set. So you have 4 stencils to make this beautiful front door. Now this is part of the Home for the Holidays collection, and it works perfectly with the winter wreath die set. So it would hang perfectly, that wreath would hang perfectly on this front door for your card. But I do not have that wreath. So I kept thinking, what am I going to do to decorate my front door? Well, I'll let you know, I went through my stash and I found something that I could use. So I'm going to use the letters from the Spellbinders October Stitching Die of the month. So this had the J and the Y, so I can put the word joy. And then for my O, I'm actually going to use one of the Poinsettia acetate embellishments that was part of Spellbinders Dear Santa collection. I stenciled this ahead of time, and I used my oxide inks. So I used antique linen for my first layer, tea dye for my second layer, or my second stencil, gathered twigs for my third stencil, and aged mahogany for my fourth stencil. Now I love all the detail on these stencils. It just makes it look so dimensional, even though it's a flat card. So there's 4 stencils, like I said, and I did stencil everything ahead of time. So here you'll see those 4 colors I mentioned. And then I brought in some cranberry color wheel cardstock to do kind of a matte layer behind here. And it brings out the aged mahogany that I stenciled on the door. And I'm going to put this on a craft card base. So I think that's pretty. But then when I was looking at my sentiment that I was going to put, so I'm going to put my J and my Y down, and then here's that acetate poinsettia. It's 3-dimensional, so perfect. You know, it looks pretty the way it is, but I thought, it could use something else. So when I trimmed down my panel of my cranberry color wheel cardstock, I had these little pieces left, because I trimmed it to right under 4.5 by 5.25. So I thought, wouldn't that be perfect to put a bow on our front door? So I'm going to layer these here, and then I cut out a bow twice. I did it out of some glitter cardstock and some matte foil cardstock. And that was using this die set from Spellbinders. It's the Scallop and Stitched Edge ovals, but it has this pretty little dainty bow there. And so I thought, you know, I'm going to put that as kind of my gift wrap door, and then I'll put joy on the top. So let's put this together. Oh, and then I did think ahead, and I put double-sided adhesive behind this die cut bow, because it is so delicate. Putting liquid glue behind it, I'm afraid I'll get it all over the front, and that would mess up the look of the glitter and of the matte foil. Now the reason I cut it with 2 different papers was so I could kind of do an offset, so I have the glitter and the matte foil on our bow. So let me play just a little bit of music while I put this card together, and then I'll be back once I'm done.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way, and oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say.
Alrighty friends, there is my completed card using Hero Art's front door layering stencil set. What do you think? I love the way it came out. And even though I did not have that wreath set that is part of the collection, I made it work with what I had in my stash. So pretty. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.